It's Thursday the 16th of April. I've not filmed anything in a few days. After the Easter weekend, I kind of felt at a loss as to what to film. It just all felt a bit samey, and I had a few days where I literally just sat and knitted. I don't even care. But I've really missed it. So I just wanted to have a little go again at making some vlogs. Everyone's comments have been so lovely. I've had so many people say to me that they just enjoyed watching what we've been up to and seeing us and stuff. So I really want to try and keep them going for a while. So hopefully I'll find some things to vlog. You will see I have finished my Dust of Snow wrap. I cast this on just after Christmas with my Advent yarns, and it was just full of problems and issues. And so I kept putting it down. And then last week I picked it up to make a bit of progress so I could show it on my podcast. And then I just wanted to keep knitting it. And I literally haven't knit anything since. And I finished it yesterday. Of course, I wanted to knit on it when it was boiling hot. That's typical. So today I'm going to block it. So I might film some of that. Got a few things to do today, actually, miraculously. Paul's gone to Sainsbury's with a massive shopping list to last us 2 weeks. We decided, because they only want one person from each household going, that it would have to be him, because with that much shopping I just can't manage the trolley. My back doesn't like it. So he's gone to do that. I'm just waiting for the local chemist to open so I can go and collect a prescription. And then when Paul's back, I'm going to need to take some shopping to Mum and Dad's. I feel like I've got so much to do today. It's like a day trip. So yeah, that's kind of going to be today. We've got family quiz night tonight, which will be nice. I don't have to do any prep for dinner because it's some leftovers of the cottage pie I made last week that was in the freezer. So that's quite nice. And then I shall probably, it'll take me absolutely ages to put all the shopping away. So it's going to be a busy day. I don't think I'm going to have time to knit today. God, I look tired. I don't know why I'm tired. I'm sleeping like 10 hours a night. I don't think I'm used to it. That's the problem. So me and this little guy are just going to sit and have some breakfast and then crack on with the day. I hope you're all well and safe. I'll speak to you soon. Good afternoon. It's quite bright out here, but it's quite cloudy. So I am going to do a few jobs in the garden this afternoon. I've actually managed to get a mini greenhouse, which I've wanted for ages. Mum and Dad actually bought it for me, which is really exciting. So finally, my plants, which have been sort of living in the shed at night and outside of the shed during the day, can now have a proper home and hopefully grow well. And which is also good because Paul had to evict a massive spider from the shed for me this morning. So obviously I can never go in the shed again. In fact, I'm trying to persuade him to burn the whole thing down right now. So that's good that my greenhouse came just in time. See, this is my problem with gardening. I love it and I love the flowers and I enjoy it until I see a spider, and then I never want to set foot outside ever again. So Paul keeps telling me that, you know, they're more scared than I am, but I'm sorry, it's just not possible. So yeah, I am going to put up the greenhouse, which might be funny, so I might film it, and then feed all my little plants and put them in. I think there's a couple which might need potting on. I'm kind of getting to the stage now where I'm getting a bit short on compost, so I'm going to have to be a bit resourceful about this. But yeah, that's the plan for this afternoon. I finished building the little greenhouse and it is actually standing, which is good. And we've put the base out of the swing ball in it just to weight it down, just in case we have any more windy days that we seem to be getting lately. So I'll just show you what I've got in it. So up here at the top, these here are nasturtiums, which are growing really well. They look really strong. Two are sort of much bigger than the others, but they're doing well. And then these guys are all basil. Now, I was a bit worried about them because the leaves seem to be dying, but I think it's like the first little leaves that are like underneath, because it seems to be happening on all of them, so I'm not going to panic yet. And then back there, these are mint. Now, in the pot behind me, this one, I had a mint plant that down there that was really nice. It's the label. It was Spicata Mojito, and it was really nice, but it seemed to like really die back, so I cut it right back. But now it's like sprouting up all around the edge of the pot. So I took some and I've just put it in a pot to see if it will root. Whether it will or not, I don't know, but it doesn't cost me anything to try. Then on this level, I'm not sure how well some of this stuff's doing. This tray is foxgloves, which are tiny, tiny little seedlings, but they seem to be doing stuff, so I'm going to keep going with that. In here, I've got some parsley, which are sort of coming along okay. The rest is empty now. I've kind of potted them on or given up hope. What's going on in there? Let's get rid of that. And then this tray, I've got 2 cerinthes are coming up. I only had 4 seeds, so not bad going. They're my favourite. I discovered those from Gaina because they're her favourite. And then I've got Nigella, which a few are coming up. I absolutely love Nigella. So pretty, and I've noticed some are self-seeding in the garden from last year. And then back there, there's a few cosmos. Then the next shelf, I've got loads more cosmos. Oh, there's just now in a puddle. Some lovely strong cosmos going on there. Then I've got 3 zinnias, which are also doing really well. Back there, those are Californian poppies. I'm not sure how well they're doing. Some of them look a little bit weak and wobbly, but some of them look right, so we shall see. And then these guys at the front, I've got quite a lot of them, are Salvia viridis, which are really tall salvias with coloured bracts. We saw some at a National Trust property last year and I loved them, so I researched it and got some seeds from Sarah Raven. So hopefully those will come on. This one looks quite nice and strong. Some of them don't look quite so great, but we shall see. And then in the bottom here, I've moved my windowsill greenhouse from the kitchen. This was brilliant. It was £1.99 from Aldi. It came with 5 of these little trays. One of them's up there somewhere. And ignore the labels on these are wrong. I've got foxgloves and rudbeckia in these, and this one is another nasturtium, and it seems to be doing something really weird. I'm not sure what, so I'm just leaving it to let it do its thing and see what happens. So that's all the seedlings. We'll see how it goes. So when he was shopping this morning, Paul managed to get me a copy of the new Gardener's World magazine, and he also got one from Mum, which absolutely made her day. It's the one, ironically, that comes with the 2-for-1 entry to gardens. So hopefully, you know, between now and April 2021, we'll be allowed to go and visit, because it looks like lots of nice places to visit. It also came with another huge bunch of seeds, which last month's did as well. I don't know who I've become buying Gardener's World magazine, but hey. So I've got some calendula, which is nice, because I'm really into growing edible flowers at the moment. Some lettuce. More Cosmos Purity, which is what I've got growing out there. More Schultzia, which I've got growing out there as well. Those are the Californian poppies. Some Echinacea, which I've never grown, but that'd be nice to do. Yeah, perfect to sow in April or May. Cool. And some zinnias, which I've got growing really beautifully out there as well. These look different, so that would be quite cool.
And then the magazine I'm going to save, because one of my favourite things... Oh, look, my nails match. One of my favourite things to do on a Saturday morning is to get up, make a cup of tea, have like a hot cross bun or a crumpet or something like that, and sit and read Gardener's World. So I'm saving this for Saturday, because just because every day seems the same these days doesn't mean I can't have my usual Saturday treats. So there we go.
So a little update on the blossom. The tree's still looking beautiful, but it's now starting to fall, and as you can see, our garden looks like it's got a light dusting of snow, and every time the wind blows it's a little bit like being either at a wedding or in a snow globe. So we now can't have drinks in the garden because you get blossom in it, and you can't come out into the garden without taking blossom back into the house, and the cat is permanently covered in it. So it's a good job it's beautiful, really. I have found the perfect pattern that I just want to cast on immediately. Would you look at those? I saw my friend Rachel knitting them in some of John's minis, and I had to buy the pattern immediately. So I've got those 4 are from the macaron mini set from Mr. B's, but I gave the brown to Mum because I'm not really a brown person. So I added in a peachy one that I had. I think that's Melba, I think. And I've got my hohi bag ready to put it in, although there's something already in my hohi bag. Oh, that is the undyed yarn for the creamy filling on the macarons. I've got a set of 2 needles there so that I can cast both on together and work them concurrently. And I have my cake and a cup of tea, and I'm going to put Lambing Live on the telly, my guilty pleasure, and start my new socks.